Hello, my name is Dave Keenan. I'm the Assistant City Manager for the City of Midland, and it's once again budget season. Last year during budget season, I had to break the bad news that we were increasing the millage rate slightly, which ended our 4-year stretch of no tax rate increases. This year, I'm happy to report that we are leaving the millage rate alone for another year. That means that the total city millage rate will stay at 15.14 mils, and the average homeowner will now pay about $94 per month in city property taxes. I'm also happy to report that if you like the city services you are currently receiving, you're going to get those same services next year. So while the cost of providing these services continue to increase, a couple of things happened this budget season that were key in allowing Midland to balance its budget without increasing its tax rate. Unfortunately, these are things that we really can't count on happening again next year. For example, labor costs, which make up about 60% of the city's budget and typically increase between 2.5% and 5% annually, are nearly flat when comparing the 2019 budget to the current year. In some departments, labor costs are actually going to go down next year. There are a few reasons for this. First, we had many recent retirements. When someone leaves an organization and someone new comes on board, this creates savings in the form of lower wages and benefits. There were enough retirements that it reset our labor costs to a lower level for the 2019 budget. Now this is great for the 2019 year, but after this one-time savings is realized, cost increases will return to normal. Secondly, our health insurance renewals were very low for both active employees and retirees. Finally, during the past 2 years, city employee groups agreed to reduce pension benefits and cost sharing, which has helped reduce the costs of providing these benefits. All of these things help contribute to flat labor costs for the 2019 fiscal year. One other big factor that helped keep the millage rate flat was the additional personal property tax reimbursement the city received. For the second year in a row, we were able to utilize about $1 million of extra reimbursement to balance the budget, rather than reducing services or increasing the millage rate by what would have been about $0.5 mil. We cannot rely upon this additional revenue stream to balance future budgets. We budget conservatively with the focus on protecting services and keeping the millage rate as low as possible, and will continue to do so in the future. However, each year it gets increasingly difficult to do this and live within our means. In fact, were it not for the additional personal property tax reimbursements the past 2 years, our millage rate could be much higher. So we need to update our plan to assure that we continue to provide the right services at a level that is acceptable to the community, at a cost that is acceptable to the community. That is where you can help us. Over the next few months, you will hear about a citizens engagement process we will be launching in the fall to gather community input to help us make these determinations. This is a long-range planning process intended to help shape the service delivery for many years into the future, and I would encourage you to participate and provide your input. Be sure to check out the other videos in the Community Questions City Budget series to learn more about the upcoming city budget.